And we're live! Woo! Yeah!
Oh yeah.
That's some excitement when I do it myself. Hey, everybody, we are back with Hit Points Not Required on one of our one-shot here Monday nights. We're going to tell you a story. We're going to have a good time. We are going to do some insane things. We might even get in an adventure or two. But in the meantime, before we get into all that, let's introduce who the heck we are. So, starting all the way over to my right, we have our tail weaver of the evening, Jacob.
Well, that's me. I'm Jacob. I'm the tail weaver. If you're looking for me, I'm in the left corner. That's all you need to know.
That's probably not all we need to know, but that's all that you're going to
That's all you're
get.
gonna
I
know.
will tell you. Moving one square over, we have the cast member who starts from the end and ends at the start. It's the person with a Z at the start of their name, Zoe Monroe.
Hi, it's me, Zoe. I'm playing whoop, great start. I'm playing Annie Oakleaf.
Oh, fantastic. We're interested to figure out who that is, Annie Oakleaf. Next over, we have vying for the best dressed on this episode. We have Vi.
Hello, I am Vi. Excited to be here.
Fantastic. I am never as funny as my name makes me out to appear. I am Chuckles, and that's all you need to know about me. Probably not, but it's all you're going to get. So we're going to move on to someone all the way from the future, the other side of the pond, maybe both. Who knows? It is Wainwright.
Hello, I'm Wainwright, and I'll be playing Billingham B. Bilderquist. And that is
There
all for
we
now.
go. That's a lot of bees in there. And we will round out our cast this evening with, well, I'm not really sure who it is because they are Anonymous MJ.
Hi, I'm Anonymous MJ. I'm going to be playing Finnegan the Phasman. I did it too.
Finnegan the Phasman, I did it too. It's kind of a weird name, but we're going to
It
go
is.
with it.
It is.
It's hyphenated.
Family name.
But we're all excited to tell a story. We've got some of these characters. We're going to be introducing them in just a second over here. But before we begin, you know, it's getting cold outside. I mean, heck, it even snowed here in Atlanta. We're warming things up for those in need. The Atlanta Mission is the largest and longest running provider of services for the unhoused population in Atlanta, Georgia. They provide meals, shelter, counseling, many other basic necessities. And I brought a big stack of coats and blankets down there last week, just ahead of that snowstorm. And with the launch of our Patreon, we are going to increase our direct donation with an additional warm coat, blanket, similar gift for every new 5 patrons who subscribe to a named tier. We will give one of those to the Atlanta Mission to distribute. So please help us help the people of Atlanta stay just a little bit warmer this winter. And at the same time, come party with us. We're handwriting letters, we're watching movies, we'll play a one-shot with you, or even solicit your help in creating a villain for one of our stories. And now, not to be the villain in delaying of this story, I'm going to turn things over to Jacob to weave us a tale. Jacob?
Yes. Thank you, Chuckles. We are beginning our session, our little adventure here today, in the waning light of a beautiful, beautiful, clear evening. The sky sparkling with stars. You'd be forgiven for thinking that they're part of the decorations, as there are dozens and dozens of kind of hung lanterns and dancing lights that are kind of draped throughout this beautiful tent village that we find ourselves in. Striped tents, the sound of people shouting to each other, the sound of music boxes being played. We see a huge rotating Ferris wheel. I'm rotating it the wrong way. It's spinning like the Gravitron. And then it lifts itself up. It's one of those ones, the ones that kind of goes... and as it lifts itself up, you can hear young children, young dwarves, young elves clapping gleefully as they have some fun here. As we start in Lord Diego's Carnival, we begin with toys, plushies, spell scrolls, wands, familiars kind of draped throughout all of these tents, kind of restrained and ready for someone to try their luck. And the most exciting of all, a small A-frame with gilded letters that says, "Try your luck, try your skill, immortality awaits." As we begin our session here, I would normally do an in media res, but I'd love to leave it up to you guys because I'd love to know where we find you in this carnival. As we begin our session here, we begin with an individual who, as they traipse through, is maybe no larger than some of the more exclusive, kind of expensive teddy bears here. Annie Oakleaf, the halfling, as you kind of trot through here, would you like to describe and introduce yourself, take the spotlight, and let us know what you would be doing in the beginning here at this carnival?
Annie Oakleaf is working. They are a halfling mime. So they are traditional black and white stripes, makeup, a little like sad clown vibe, and they're kind of across the way from the A-frame because they like the vibes of the A-frame. They like what's going on in there. So they're across the way. They're kind of doing like they're tripping on invisible items and they're following behind other patrons of the carnival and they're kind of making fun of them a little bit. And then they get caught and they run away and continue the tripping and the general shtick of terrible mime-ness.
Excellent. As you're doing that, your mime is occasionally ruined by some sort of minor illusion or silent image that's thrown up by Miriam Gildersleeve at the ring toss, another halfling who's kind of watching you get all the attention and all the coin and just kind of waves her hand. And all of a sudden, as you're pulling a rope appears in your hands and it kind of ruins the illusion there and you're able to kind of play it off. As you play it off, we swing around and we find a perhaps the vast opposite of your stature. Bobbert, where do we find you as you take the spotlight?
Oh my. All right. So Bobbert is big. I mean, Goliath big. And that's not the most prominent feature about this gentleman. He is wearing red. And I mean red pants, red shoes, a red coat, a red hat, like with a wide brim, like a boater hat, if you're familiar, with the wide brim, the small, the what would that be? Not spherical, but cylindrical top to it, with a little with some silver around the outside of that. A pinkish shirt, like more like a tunic that goes down way below where the coat cuts off, and a midnight green scarf around his neck, held together with a little silver ring in the middle there, and a big red guitar slung across his back, neck popping out back across his legs, and a big white strap holding it onto him as he comes in and notices this person maybe losing their balance or tripping, and is just goes over. Oh, Bobbert, help! Bobbert! Oh, help! Help! Oh, and completely distracted and thinking that they need help and trying to help our fellow mime.
Excellent. As you come to the aid of Annie Oakleaf, we swing around and we find an individual who may have been mistaken for one of the acts here, possibly. Indeed, there are a couple of kids poking you, Dory, saying, do a mouth flame, do an acid, do a lightning.
No. Well, actually, do you have money?
Mom! They kind of run off. They come back with a little bit of coin. Mom said it's for the toys, for the games with the toys, but I want to see you do a lightning or a fire or an acid, and kind of hands you a couple of copper pieces.
Okay, to be clear, this is your parents' money, not you. So I am scamming your parents, not you. I take the money.
I put my pocket money in an offshore account, so my parents don't know exactly how much there is.
You are a brilliant brilliant child. I will do it, and I will actually throw the money up and like torch it alight as it's.
Applause. Mom! And they go run off to go get more coin there. Dory, what do you look like? What do you do? Take us on the
Dory is a red dragonborn, but dressed all in red. A red suit, red slacks, and has a little pocket watch on the chain that they're always checking, just making sure tracking everyone's schedules, making sure he can scam the best games. He knows exactly who's the most scammable.
Yeah, as you look around, you're looking around at these scammable games. As you're kind of glancing around, you see the ring toss, you see the test your strength, the guess the weight. You see that there is a tug of war, a pie eating contest, knock the cans, fishing for treasure. There's plenty of things you can do here. One thing that catches your eye is the prestige plushie, the creme de la creme of all plushies in this place. While most are excited about the prize of immortality, be it true or not, one thing stands out to you. This beautiful, beautiful plushie, an enormous kind of Tarrasque plushie that looks very, very cute, that says, come first in 3 different games and win the plushie. As you look at this thing, you're almost bumped into by an elderly-looking human. Billingham, would you like to describe and introduce yourself, please? And
Yes, Billingham was perhaps a taller man in his younger years, perhaps like 6 foot, but he is so hunched now, he reaches a whopping 5'5", as he is resting all of his body weight against a gnarled-looking old stick. He has tattered old grey black robes, which are slightly moth-eaten all at the edges. And he is moving at perhaps 5 foot every minute or so, just squinting at the big A-frame. You can see the mime. He's kind of confused. You think maybe it's some form of silence that she's got cast on her. But he's looking very disapprovedly at Gildersleeve casting these illusions. Petty magics, really? Nothing I would concern myself with. Could you help me?
Mind your own business, old man. Mind your own business, or give me some coin for my game. And starts to press the digitate so that Annie is making noise now.
What a rude young lady.
If you're not
Wait a minute, what was I doing?
You were making your way out. Yeah, actually, no, you're about to give me some coin, old man, to play my game.
Oh, was I? Yes, okay. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and put a coin in her hand.
What's your save DC?
15.
Excellent. She looks at the coin in her hand and she goes, "Thanks. Go on."
Yes. Off you pop then.
She goes
I have to try and make my way to that frame over there.
Best of luck, old man. As you kind of shimmy your way over there. Someone moving perhaps twice as fast, 3 times as fast, maybe 4 times as fast.
How's everyone sprinting around here?
Finnegan, would you like to describe and introduce yourself as you move past Billingham here?
Sure. Currently, Finnegan looks like just the most basic, most simple, unassuming elf you've ever seen. Just short, mid-length, brown hair, the typical elven features. Plain-looking tunic. If you've seen a wood elf, this is probably what a wood elf looks like. You know, very, very simple. He's just kind of perusing through. Maybe bumps into you accidentally. He's like, oh, "Pardon me." Keeps walking on through, and yeah, he seems almost a little preoccupied.
As you move on through with all the chaos that's happening here, Billingham, sorry, I've got your names right there, and I'm like, I love the name Wainwright, I love the name Billingham, I'm gonna use both. Billingham, as you make your way forward towards this A-frame, all of you watch as stepping out from the large tent that the A-frame's in front of is a a young-looking furbolg woman. She seems very elated. As she steps out, she says, oh my god, I did it. I did it. Guys, they are not lying. There is immortality on the other side of these flaps. Go in, complete the tasks. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. She starts to kind of step out and make her way like back through the entire walkway carnival here. As she walks past you, Billingham, she says, someone give this guy a hand. He needs to get there before he expires.
Really, that is the whole point of my purpose here.
Well, you know what? Oh, yeah.
You look like a strapping young gentleman. Could you carry me in?
Okay.
Ah!
Over the shoulder.
Oh, over the shoulder, yeah. Like a rug. Over the
I
shoulder
haven't been
there.
this tall in years.
As you make your way towards the A-frame there, Gildersleeve kind of speaks up and says, be sure to bring some friends with you because the tasks are pretty darn hard and not everyone makes it through. And a couple of the patrons kind of look around. The Furbolg turns and says, oh, don't worry about that. It is highly unlikely that anyone will be killed or injured. You do have to sign a waiver when you go in there, but you're going to get immortality. I'm looking at some faces here. I'm looking at some people. The immortality is a stone's throw away.
I can't throw stones very far.
Well, lucky that's not one of the tasks.
I stop and I look over my shoulder. Old man have friends? Bobbert have no friends.
Oh, would you like to be friends, Bobbert? I
Yes.
always trust people their names begin with B.
Bobbert begins with B.
My point, my boy.
Start going back in.
Are we there yet? I can only see your rump.
You guys march in this direction. Finnegan, Annie, Dory, what's going on with you guys here?
Annie's just gonna slide up next to Bobbert and look at Bobbert and look at the door and raise their eyebrows.
Trying to decide. Bobbert is trying to decide if we should open the door or if we'll be picked up and put on the other shoulder. I'm gonna go to try and pick up.
And Annie like positions themselves so they're sitting on your shoulder, just like it's like a perfect little seat, just meant for them. Very
Hello.
Hey.
Excuse me. May I join you as well? But I would also like to take a closer look at the contract we need to sign.
Does name begin B?
If you want it to.
I trust them.
Okay.
Climb aboard.
I'm quite heavy. Okay. And I attempt to climb aboard.
Beautiful. Bobbert, make an athletics check for me at this point. You've got Annie on one shoulder, Billingham over the other, and you're going to try and scoop Dory, over the threshold star.
22.
22. Swept off your feet, Dory. Perhaps for the first time, perhaps not for the first time, but you are in the arms of Bobbert here as this mech suit of humanoids waddles closer to the tent opening there. Excellent.
Finnegan will see this happening, and is there like a door? Is there a flap? What's the situation for entering this?
It is just a basic kind of two sides of a tent flap that are loosely kind of together that this Furbolg stepped out of and is now gallivanting, extolling the virtues of heading into this tent throughout the entire kind of place here. The tent itself does not look very large, but you know that this could have some sort of Doctor Who-esque, bigger on the inside situation.
Finnegan will see this and think like, there's no way that they're going to be able to fit in through that. Quite tall, and he's going to come over and here, let me help you. And he's going to summon a cudgel, a shillelagh into his hand. This staff-looking piece of furniture, I guess, and he will lift the tent opening up a little bit wider to allow you to more easily pass. Least I can do is help you get in.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
As you
This
dip
is the
your
most
head,
friends I've had in 40 years.
I pat your shoulder.
Ah! Ooh,
Gently, gently. I gently pat your shoulder.
thank you. What
You're
was your
friend.
name?
I pull out a card from like behind my ear. I pull out a little card and it says Annie Oakleaf, and underneath the silent shooter or something like that. Very ominous, weirdly ominous.
as you read this card, Billingham, you all step on in, Finnegan, at the back there, kind of holding the tent open. As you look in, what you see is slightly larger than the tent you're in, but enough to kind of throw you off a little bit. It is a rounded tent with lights strung up around the outside. You can see at the other side appears to be a stone arch that doesn't make much sense sitting there in a tent, and a portcullis that kind of jams down into the ground there. In the very center of this room is an enormous wheel, a la Wheel of Fortune, with slivers of panels multicolored in it. You would also notice that there are set up around the room here. There are 4 crossbows in every what would be a corner in the circular kind of space here. As you all step on in, Finnegan, you at the front kind of doorway there is a and from behind the wheel, stepping out behind, a tall, very I will say a very John Waters-esque looking individual, pencil mustache, kind of white hair for this individual. You see as he steps out, he's wearing, tucks and tails. He's got a top hat in his hands, but his hands are kind of out wide. As he steps out, he says, "Hello, I am Lord Diego, and welcome to the immortality machine. I'm honored to have such esteemed guests here, trying all their might for the gift that I would bestow upon them. Please step inside," gestures to you there, Finnegan. "You're letting the cold air in and all the excitement out."
No, sure. I was just looking to let these folks in. But I'll stick around for your whatever this is.
Wunderbar! That means wonderful in Zemnian. Please step on in. As you step on in, there is a and a portcullis comes down behind you through the top of the tent, blocking your exit. No need to be alarmed. It's to stop the rabble-rousers outside from joining in. We already have more than enough here to compete. Now, there are a number of rooms just beyond that portcullis. There are a number of challengers, and should you reach the end here, you will be granted immortality by myself. Any questions?
Sure.
Okay, great.
quite a
Waivers.
few.
Okay.
Robert, could
Hands
you
one
put
to
me
you,
down,
Finnegan,
please, young chap?
as you start to talk. Hands you waivers, and pens appear in your hands. And he just stands there leaning against the wheel, Finnegan, if you do wish to ask a question.
Oh, yeah, he looks and says, I was actually looking to... I had some business to attend to, but let's be quick.
Well, if you are eliminated from any of these, you are welcome to leave at any time, provided you fail a task there. However, if you make it to the end, the final task, you are not able to pull out from. You must complete it or suffer the consequences. It's all there on the paper.
Very well. All right. I guess I'm along for a ride. Wish you guys all some luck. And you'll start filling it up.
Annie has already signed the paperwork and is like holding it back.
That's the spirit. Oh, you would do terribly in the 9 hells, my dear.
I'm working on the name because it's
Hmm.
very
Now just
long.
a B. Yes, and then an O. Good job, chap. You're doing
It's
great.
like a bee without the butt cheeks. That's what an O is?
Yes, that's actually how I taught my first apprentice.
Ah, are you of the arcane arts, young man?
Yes, and I'm hoping to steal yours.
Pats you on the back there. You're welcome
Oh.
to try.
Mhm.
Sign the form, please.
I am. It just takes me quite a while. I have shaky hands.
Oh, well, I can shake the paper if it's going to make it a little easier, counteract it.
Yes, that's not the silliest thing I've ever heard. Give me the paper.
Is everyone signing the paper?
Dory
Dory, yeah.
first pulls out their gem of true seeing. It's like a kind of a
Ooh.
diamond, and kind of
Yeah.
peers through it and looks at the contract. Make sure
Beautiful.
there's nothing wonky going on here.
Yeah, go ahead and make either an investigation or an arcana check. It's up to you.
Yeah, those are both bad.
I can see you have some questions.
And
They
then
may
that
help
one
you,
doesn't
young one.
help.
Billingham is giving you a hand there if you wish to roll again.
Oh,
Dory.
yes, please. That didn't help much. I got a 7.
What you find, Dory, is your basic, like, we are not liable for any death or injury. It is recommended that, people over a certain age, people that may be with child, all these sort of things, do not participate. You can check out, it's the Hotel California clause. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. And there is a clause at the bottom that says once you reach the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once you reach the final tent, you are either granted immortality or you will be enslaved to the carnival here.
Oh, pleasant. And I'd also like to just glance over at Diego, see if he's. I have true sight based off this gem.
Sense some sort of like crackling. It's not an infernal pact of sorts, but there is some sort of, you would recognize some sort of pact tether to this individual. It seems to be of the aberration kind of quality, if that makes sense.
Oh, exciting.
The final thing I will say to you is that the clause has a part down the bottom that says, please note immortality may be exchanged for any prize of less equal or lesser value in the carnival.
Nice. I immediately sign it.
Beautiful. Scribble as you've kind of
Still
scribbled
working
on
on
your
my
papers.
name.
Yeah, Finnegan.
I specifically have misspelled my name. Instead of writing Finnegan, I've put Funnigan, so that perhaps it will invalidate the clause. But I try to write the U as close to an I, kind of a continuation of the F into the I, so that it's a little disguised.
Beautiful. Excellent.
Yeah.
The pen disappears the second you dot it out of your hands, and he gathers up the papers. As he gathers up the papers, he kind of opens up his kind of waistcoat and slips them inside there, pats them, and as he pats them, he says, "The very first task is one merely of chance. Spin on the board here. There is a 1 in 8 chance that you will continue to the next round. If you roll incorrectly, there will be a sharp, painful reminder of what's at stake." Yes.
Bobbert here, spin. Bobbert here, roll. Spin or roll? Confused.
Oh, I'm just trying to both give you the imagery of what you're doing and the mechanics in the same sentence, my dear.
Aha.
Any questions?
Who's first?
Wonderful. See you in the final tent. And he disappears. And you are
They're
here.
certainly,
with-
they certainly put on a show, don't they?
Yes, a little dramatic for my blood.
Are you all confident in this working?
Oh, hells no. That's why I should go last. They say beauty before age. Something like that.
Oh, okay. Bobbert, spin.
Excellent. You spin the wheel there, Bobbert. Grab onto it. As it spins, go ahead and roll a D8 for me.
8.
Well, let me put all the fun stuff away for this room as the portcullis opens immediately.
Bobbert, my boy, you've cracked it. You've already got it, done it.
I hope everyone watching at home is ready for a 45-minute session. You
Jacob,
roll
I'm
it.
here. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's true. It locks onto this shiny kind of golden panel. As it does, the portcullis that leads further on immediately raises. And as it does, you watch those kind of almost ballista, like mini ballista in the corners, immediately kind of lift and point and then drop once more. And you have avoided getting shot 4 times, Bobbert. And you've opened up the portcullis for everyone here.
Did Bobbert break? Bobbert, sorry. Mr. Diego, Bobbert, sorry.
No,
You
no,
hear
it's
from,
all
like,
right.
A couple tents on.
No, that's fantastic. You're doing wonderful.
Good job there. I guess we'll continue. And he'll kind of go through. Can I try to perceive what's in the other room before actually proceeding ahead?
Yeah, make a
next step?
perception check as you trot along.
Yeah. Try and see what I'm stepping into. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
I
I
immediately
rolled.
throw Finnegan over one shoulder.
A 19.
And he
And then I
Oh!
jump into your arms.
As you're kind of lumped over the top there, you would see a through the portcullis what looks to be almost like a if you've seen Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, Cuba Gooding Jr.
jeez.
Like a quarantine tunnel, a
Mhm.
tent tunnel that leads out and around a corner there, not visible from outside. You gather you're now in some sort of other planar space. But as you poke your head around the corner before you step into this square room that has almost like checkered floor, you see there are 9 holes in the ground there. 3, 3, 3, almost like the digits on an old phone. And you would see that in the corners of this room there are little cracks in the corner, another portcullis, but a number of cracks in the side of the room that seem to lead under to where these holes would also lead to. As you're looking, you would see just a little aberrant head pop up. This creature with long black eyes and a little nasty mouth. These spiky little ears that kind of twitch a little bit like they're waiting to see someone come in. And then it pops back down and you watch as another one pops up through another hole and pops back down. The final thing you see is a huge hammer at the end of the room.
Okay. Does whack-a-mole exist in this universe already?
Yes, whack-a-mole exists in this universe already. Sometimes it's whack-a-durgar, sometimes it's whack-a-belay. Depends on where you're from. But everyone has, whack the thing that pops out of the ground.
Okay. As you said, you picked up Finnegan, correct, Bobbert?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dory, Finnegan,
I don't know. I just remember it being picked up, I heard. Yeah, Finnegan, as he's pointing out, is just like, there appears to be some sort of creature. It's sort of like whack up, and then he gets picked up. Oh dear, oh dear. And, he's going along for the ride.
Excellent. Beautiful. Excellent. You are led into this room. What's everyone else doing?
Riding.
Sitting.
Yeah.
Sitting. Excellent.
Sitting.
Everyone's riding Bobbert in. As you all ride Bobbert in, the portcullis drops behind you, blocking off the wheel room. And as you step into this space, there's enough room for you to kind of crowd around the outside of this whack-a-mole hole. And you watch that what looks to be every 6 seconds or so, this creature pops up and then pops back down for 6 seconds, and then pops up and then pops back down for 6 seconds, randomly in the 9 different holes. As you guys step on in, how this will work mechanically, unless someone does something funky, is that this creature will pop up every 6 seconds. I will roll a d10, and that is where it pops up. When we begin this, you guys will roll a d10 each, and if you roll the same number as me, you bonk this thing on the head. On a certain amount of bonks, you guys are free. When you miss, bad things happen. So I hand it over to you guys. Not everyone needs to use the hammer, but you see it there ready. And you gather once the hammer is picked up, this thing begins.
Can Annie position themselves beside one of these holes and kind of like crouch down in like a squatting position and get ready with their hands on either side of the hole to like grapple the thing
Absolutely. Yeah.
if it comes
Absolutely.
out of the hole they're around?
Sure.
Excuse me,
What the...
Lord Diego.
You call out to Lord Diego. You hear a voice from down the corridor going,
I'm prepping the next activity. What can I do for you?
You said this begins as soon as we pick up the hammer, correct?
Yes.
All right, let's get a cuppa on. I'm going to sit and cast a spell, if you don't mind, chaps. As he's going to sit down, cross his legs, and start ritually casting alarm in all of the holes.
beautiful.
Awesome.
Excellent. So you start to ritually cast alarm in all of the holes. That will take 90 minutes if you're doing that.
I've wasted plenty of time in my life. This is just a little more.
Okay. So you begin to cast alarm in 9 different holes. Annie, which hole are you heading to? Number 1 through 9.
Let's go with one of my favorite numbers, number 6.
Number 6, excellent. Annie's sitting at number 6, getting ready to grab this thing. As Billingham starts to... What's everyone else doing?
Go ahead, Dory.
Dory is going to, once the hammer is raised, is going to cast Cloud of Daggers on 1, 2, 4, and 5. So in a square.
Beautiful. Got you there. Yeah. Beautiful.
Finnegan, I think, Bobbert, you might have realized there's something a little off to his appearance. He's maybe a little fuzzier than he appears, because it is just a disguise. He will let himself down and adjust something through the illusion and say, I really should be a little more honest with you. And he'll drop the illusion, and what you'll see is a fuzzy man. A little older. He's about 5 feet tall, clad in a nice wool gray suit with a nice pattern, kind of a tartan pattern to the jacket. 3-piece suit, very well dressed. Black leather gloves, nice black leather, well-kept shoes. And he has long fey-like ears. He adjusts his little ivy cap, his flat cap. And you see what looks like a blink dog, but standing on 2 feet. And he says, pardon me for the, disillusions. I have an important mission, and I didn't want to be seen by anybody. But I don't really want to, I don't want to be dishonest, Elio. And you seem like nice folks, so I'm here to help you as best I can. Finnegan is the name. Where would you like me to? And he'll create a shillelagh in his hand. Once again, kind of give it a good spin, put it on his shoulder, and say, where would you like me positioned? And he'll look to the others. Reminder, where is everyone located?
1, 2, 4, and 5 is covered by Dory's when the Cloud of Daggers comes out. 6 has Annie there, ready to grab this odd creature. So you've essentially got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7, 8, 9. So 3, 7, 8, 9.
Well, I guess I should. I'll cover 3 for you, if you don't mind. And he'll walk his way over to 3.
Excellent.
Well, I'm going to take out a ball bearing
Yeah.
and wave it in front and then throw it just to see. No?
He sees you throw the ball bearing. I don't know what that was for, but you want me to go get that for you? You seem to have dropped it.
Bobbert checking.
Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're I'm a dog, I get it, yeah. It's not the first time. It's not the last time either. And he'll continue over to 3. Now, if you got any other jokes, and he'll give it a good little spin.
Annie kind of makes a frown at Bobbert and then looks at you, Finnegan, and goes, Because she really likes your 3-piece suit.
Thank you very much.
Apparently, I'm turning into Yoda.
Excellent. So Billingham is still continuing to cast alarm around the holes there.
Yeah, he'll
What
see
do
that
you-
all of them are like clearly young and reckless. They're just going straight up to it. So he's going, oh, you know what, sod it then. He's going to do alarm on one of them. And then he's going to go sit by the closest number that's not occupied.
Excellent. Do you want to put an alarm on 7, 8, or 9?
We'll go 8.
8 is alarm. Excellent. And do you sit beside that one or a different one?
Yeah, I'll sit by that one.
Beautiful. Excellent. Excellent.
Hmm.
And my good friend Bobbert.
9.
9 for Bobbert. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Take the
How
guitar
wide? Ooh,
and take
yeah.
the guitar and ready to do the big finale.
Is question, how far apart are these holes? Like, are they like one person can in theory do 1 or 2?
So you've
Or-
got 5 foot kind of squares. So
Okay.
you're only able to
Yeah.
kind of go one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Beautiful. Unless you have, if you were an Echo Knight, you probably could Echo Fighter.
If only.
Yeah. Beautiful. As you sit there ready to go, there is a strange kind of anticipation that comes over you, and you can almost feel this creature underneath kind of looking up at the holes, figuring out where it's going to jump on out. Here's what I would like you guys to do. I am going to roll a dice here and prompt whoever is there to let me know what they do. How do you guys want to kick this thing off now that you're ready?
Oh, hammer.
Excellent. You touch the hammer.
Mhm.
As you touch the hammer, bam! That is a number 1. Dory, you watch as this creature pops out through the first hole. Tell me what your cloud of daggers does.
Just a whole bunch of daggers come up, but they're like on a fan, a blade, right? And
Yeah.
they just chop up this little aberration dude.
As you slice the aberration, it squeals out there. Can you go ahead and give me your damage, please? As it squeals out there,
course.
it pops back down. You watch as it pops back down. It kind of hisses.
As 15 slashing damage.
Beautiful. 15 slashing damage. Excellent, excellent. It pops back down, and you hear it pops back up through another hole there. That is a 5. Same thing. Dory pops out in your cloud of daggers there. As it pops out in your cloud of daggers, that's a save. No, hang on. What's your spell save DC? Dexterity.
Oh, my spell save DC is 16, but Cloud of Daggers just
beautiful.
does damage.
Yeah. It takes half damage, I think, if it saves its dex save with Cloud of Daggers. But go ahead and give me your damage again.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That will be 13.
13. Beautiful. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have to save. I'll say it clips. It can clip. Yeah, the 4 different ones. I thought Cloud of Daggers was bigger. But he will take that damage for sure. As he goes to pop back down, he hisses at you, and I just need a real quick Wisdom saving throw as he drops through the ground there, Dory.
Ooh, that's that'll be an 18.
Beautiful, yeah. As he hisses at you, his mouth opens and he pops back down, not too happy with you there. You guys hear him moving about underneath. You hear some kind of scraping. And as you hear some scraping there, he is going to... Beautiful. Okay. You watch as he pops on up. You watch as this weird wooden kind of slightly dented sculpture pops up in your cloud of daggers there, Dory. You hear him kind of giggle. And right in front of you, Finnegan, this guy pops up and goes, oh, fuck! Do you want to go ahead and make an attack roll for me, please?
Yeah, nice little flourish and just, you shouldn't have popped up here, son. And he's going
for
to
it.
bring it down as best he can.
Excellent.
That would be a 15 to hit.
A 15 will just hit him. Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and give me your damage.
No. And it's just a one-handed, so 8 damage.
8 damage. He's looking, pretty upset at this point as he's been bonked a number of times. He pops back down. As he pops back down, there is a silence for a little bit. You hear a little bit more scraping. As you hear a little bit more scraping, okay. As you hear a little bit more scraping, you watch as he dumps another 2 like logs of wood up into your blade, your daggers there, Dory.
I laugh.
And Wainwright, you hear this beep, 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 beep as he pops up in your alarm there. Because you cast alarm, I'll give you advantage on whatever you wish to do here.
I'm going to do a shocking grasp. He's just going to go to bonk it with a staff over the top of the head. You shouldn't scare old people. And that is, oh, thank God I had advantage. 20 overall.
20 will hit. Yeah, go ahead and give me your damage for that.
Yes. 5 lightning damage.
5 lightning damage. Excellent, excellent, excellent. He is looking bloodied at this point. He kind of leans on the side of the hole there, like, and hops back in again. As he hops back in again, you hear like clinking, like clink, 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 like glass clinking. As you hear glass clinking, beautiful. Beautiful. So here's what happens. Something moves in front of Finnegan and Annie. What do you guys want to do?
Does it look like the creature, or does it look like something else?
Split second as something moves. It doesn't look like the creature. It looks like a head, though.
I am going to actually. I'm gonna hold my. Can I hold an action? I don't know how this works. I don't know how the action economy here works.
You can abstain if you wish to in this one. It's just
okay.
Split second, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna abstain to see what happens with this one. He's
Beautiful.
going to almost come down on it and pull back and say,
Excellent. What about you, Annie?
Oh, let's go for it. I think Annie is gonna. Their brain is checked out. They're just they're just working on muscle memory, and they dive for whatever is in front of them.
Beautiful. Give me a real quick athletics check. I'll tell you right now that a lower roll will miss. A perfect roll will grab this thing. A high roll will be a little bad.
Well, we know how my rolls are. Let's see how this goes. Why am I not? I'm clicking my athletics, but it's not rolling. Why is that? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, great.
That's a nat 1.
Yep, that's a nat 1.
Beautiful. With a nat 1, here's what I'm going to say. You go to grab this thing, and as you grab it, you miss and tumble into the hole. And as you tumble into the hole, it falls back on you, and you are now jammed in the hole with this orb that's roughly the size of a like a medicine ball. As it lands on you, Finnegan, you watch your ball go up and down. It is some sort of like large version of the glass orbs in The Rock that Nick Cage has to deal with, and it lands on top of Annie. It looks very, very precarious. There's like green gas billowing around in it. As that's happening, Bobbert, right in front of you, this little thing kind of goes.
Let's make a little music, shall we? I'm going to swing the guitar.
Go ahead.
Is a natural 20 hit?
Natural 20 does hit. Go ahead and give me your damage.
19 points of guitar damage.
Beautiful. Take the spotlight. Tell me how you win whack-a-mole.
It just comes up. The guitar breaks. I mean, there's strings, there's stuff everywhere. Very discordant note, but there's also a bloody whatever this mole-like creature was now impaled at the side of the hole. Like it can't go back down.
Oh, it's jammed at the side of the hole, and it just kind of claps and goes. It kind of reaches in and presses a button, and the portcullis raises. But you've still got Annie jammed with a ball on her back there that looks very, 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 very sensitive. And I hand it back to you guys.
Finnegan will come running over and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have gotten stuck in there. You'll get hurt." And he's going to grab the ankles, I guess, I'm trying to picture. Is it like, are you headfirst stuck in this
She's
hole?
head first in the hole, and the ball
Mhm.
is on top of her, like her legs in the air,
Mhm.
ball here.
I'm gonna attempt to pull you out as best I can, just like by the ankles, and be like, "A little help would be nice." And I start yanking, like, "Oh,
Okay, go
But a
ahead and
little
make
bit.
an athletics check for me. Yeah.
this isn't going to go well." Wish me luck. 17, surprisingly.
So you do lift Annie out, and as you do that, ball rolls onto the floor and just kind of rolls towards the side there, one of the cracks in the side there. As it rolls, you can hear like the sensitive glass exterior just kind of. What's everyone doing?
I cast Mage Hand to stop the glass.
Nice.
At the same time, I cloud giant 30 feet over there to stop it.
Yeah, excellent.
Very nice.
Hand, cloud giant. As you both stop the orb there, it is just sitting there. There's a fine hairline kind of fracture through it there.
Ooh. Could I cast Mending on it?
I was
yeah.
going to
The
say
crack.
the same thing. You're a smart cookie, you.
We reach for it at the same time, like,
We touch hands.
Hands touch. Yeah. We're all on the
Yes.
same page here.
You cast Mending on guitar? Oh, thank you.
I'll get his guitar. You get the orb then.
Oh, absolutely. Tag team. And I will cast Mending on the ball.
Excellent. The ball seals back up. It is a large glass orb with some sort of dangerous chemical in it. And you, Billingham, tell me how you put the guitar back together.
Just very slowly, just pieces it back together. Does this bit go here? And points up to Bobbert until he just nods or something. And then he goes, I guess I probably know better then. I'll do it. As he'll slowly piece it back together and mend for a minute.
Excellent. Yeah, you spend a minute mending and kind of relaxing here. As you spend a minute mending, you put the pickups back where they go, and you restring it. It gets to the point where you're kind of working away here, and as you're working away, like you're able to magically put everything back together, but for some reason there is no amount of arcana that can restring and retune the guitar, so you have to kind of sit there going ding 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 ding.
I have
ding,
no
ding,
proficiency
ding,
with
ding,
instruments, so it's probably well at you.
Yeah.
Sounds about good to my ears.
Yeah, Finnegan will come over and reach a hand out and say, "Are you all right there, honey?" And help you back to your feet.
And Annie like gets up and is like, and then like pats themselves all over,
You
and
look a little worse.
they shrug. They're like, "They seem okay." They're looking at everything. They don't see anything, so they guess they're okay.
Okay. We should probably get going, yeah? Absolutely.
Dory looks around and carefully takes the hammer and sees if anything happens when they take it.
Right.
Yeah, as you pick up the hammer, it squeaks a little bit in your hands. It's very, very light. And as you pick it up, it just has this light kind of quality to it, like an inflatable hammer.
Oh, I thought it might be a nice hammer. Okay, and I put it back.
It might be. You put it back.
What we do with ball?
I think it's
I look at
probably
Finnegan.
best to leave it alone there, but do you want it for any particular reason? You attached to it?
No. I just
See.
let go. It hit
Sure.
wall. It hit something. Should we roll somewhere?
Well, back away slowly. And I will
could
start
help,
backing away.
actually. I'm going to pull out a big blue alchemy jug and I'm going to pour 2 gallons of mayo onto the floor.
Perfect.
Stick it in there. Stop it going anywhere.
Sure.
As you fill big old puddle of mayo, you sink it into there. And as you sink the ball into the mayo and render it inert and safe, we're going to go ahead and go to break and come back as we move into the next room where a spark of electricity comes.
I love and hate it at the same time. So amazing.
This break brought to you by Hellman's.
Oh, God. We're in Hellman's.
Oh, now. And we're back as we leave a big old bowl covered in mayo as we step out of the, the that mental image. You guys step into a short corridor and head towards a room that seems to be very dark, save for like a blue sparking flicker. And you kind of step through this narrow corridor. You can see it before you even get into it, and now you know how this works. You know that the portcullis will drop behind you, and you'll be in this room waiting for the next portcullis to open. And as you look into this room, before you step into it, you just see a horrific mass of tangled metal tubing or wire that seems to be in a frenzy, almost like a nest of wire has been built, and sitting with its back to the next portcullis is what looks to be an electric chair with nodules that are kind of pointing at the head and neck and shoulders, knees and toes, and a constant sparking of electricity. You can see that there are straps to strap someone into the chair. And that is all that this room gives you right now.
Ooh. Okay.
Set Billingham down?
Yes, please. Oh, that chair looks rather comfy. Do you want to pop me there?
Perfect. Okay, you set him down in the chair.
Okay.
No.
Do you strap him in?
Oh, it's a little snug, isn't it?
As
When's
you
the next
sit-
game start?
As you sit down, if no one straps you in, these straps strap themselves in. They latch around your arms, latch around your ankles, and pull your neck back against the chair. The second you're pulled back against the chair, the probes kind of touch your skin. There is no zap. What there is at the very base of one end of this mass of tangled wire, a small metal ring with a handle lands there. And it's the game where you got to try and pull the metal ring over the maze without touching the sides.
Please don't kill me.
I didn't expect that to immediately strap you in there. Oh no, boy. He starts.
Don't worry. This game is easy to cheese. Don't worry.
You got the trick to it then.
Oh yes. As long as no one watches me, I can do this. And
Sure.
I take some my belt off and kind of wrap it around the wires between the ring and the wire.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And I see if it works.
Do you start to move it?
I start to move it.
Beautiful. Make a dexterity check with advantage, please.
Straight dexterity. Okay.
Straight dexterity check with advantage.
All right.
Should we
First
all
is
be
it,
looking
huh?
away?
What did you roll there?
A 14.
14. Beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent. As you so it's a dex check, not a dex save. So you technically got a 13.
It's the same either way.
Oh no, you've got a +1 to your saves. Yeah.
Oh, I also have a +1 to my checks. So, but
Oh really?
yeah.
Why doesn't it add that? Is that the good luck stone?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't add that as well. But beautiful. You take 4 points of lightning damage, Billingham, as you move your thing forward and you touch the side there, Dory. As the wire hits, it zaps Billingham. As it zaps Billingham there, you watch as the wires start to kind of twist and move, and the entire thing kind of shifts on its axis as you're standing there trying to, even if you stand still, you're still holding it, making sure it doesn't touch the sides there. The belt certainly helps, but you think that you maybe narrowly missed that check there. However, with only 4 points of damage, are you going to keep going there, Dory?
Maybe Bobbert help?
Oh, yes, Bobbert, you can take this.
I'm going to attempt to move it with my mind telekinetically and just move without using the thing, just move the ball using a psionic die.
Okay, beautiful. Excellent. Psionic is intelligence, I believe.
It's mental.
Yeah, I
That's
think
this
your
whole
saving throws
exercise,
for your
maybe.
psionic. Yeah, I think your psionic dice are usually intelligence. So I will get an intelligence check from you, please.
Oh, that
Let
would
me
go
double check that.
Uh-oh.
fantastically.
Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong.
I have the utmost faith.
It's the fighter thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's intelligence. Yeah.
sure. That's
Beautiful.
11.
An 11. Beautiful. 10 points of lightning damage to Billingham. You are making progress, but it is like, whoops. Annie, yeah.
Annie's gonna go over to Billingham and do like this really gentle, melodic, almost like Tai Chi kind of movement, and then healing word.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful. A healing word there. Are you continuing on, Bobbert?
Annie, no move. Just holding. Don't know what you, but no move.
And I point at Billingham. No death.
Oh,
As it
Billingham, move.
continues to shift, Bobbert, can I go ahead and get a dex saving throw as you're kind of waiting there? Yeah.
Sure. 21.
21, beautiful. As it spins, you manage to kind of hold, and it does not touch the sides there, but you've got a fair way to go. You've kind of brought it up and over the first bit. You're coming to a rather hectic-looking bundle. You're going to have to swing it around, and then at the end, it comes down to a point where it reaches very high and then drops very steep. So as you're getting to this nest-like bundle, how are you proceeding?
I'm waving for someone else to take over.
Who's taking over?
Screw it. I'll go again. Except
Yeah.
this time I don't want to use my real hands. I want to use my mage hand to
Beautiful.
move it.
Excellent. Your spell casting is charisma?
Yes.
Beautiful. So I'm going to get a charisma, just a flat charisma check, a spell casting check from you, please.
Can't make it. It's 11.
11. Oh boy. You're making progress. 6 points of lightning damage to you, Billingham. You're making progress, but you are clipping it and excellent. Yeah, 7 healing and then whatever damage you just took, Wainwright, 6. As you're moving along, yeah, go for it,
Can
Annie.
Annie make a motion to Billingham like more?
Good. Don't worry. I'm made of pretty tough stuff. Oh, my heart rate hasn't been above 3 in years.
As the blood like pushes through for the first time, no longer just like an incremental sludge, it's now actually coursing through your body there. What are y'all doing? You got to get through this nest part.
Finnegan will take over and say, "Here, let me try. I might have steadier hands." And
ahead.
I'm going to take an attempt at it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use my natural. I've got a pretty good dexterity, so
Yeah. Give me a flat dexterity check. I'll say, Dory, if you want to, you're able to kind of help with either having the belt on the inside there or help it some way. Same with Bobbert.
Yeah,
so we can start doing this.
Move the belt.
Beautiful.
To help you.
So with advantage there, Finnegan. A straight up
Sure.
dexterity check.
straight up dexterity. So the first one's a 16.
Okay.
The second one is a 9.
Beautiful.
So
With the 16, you barely navigate around this nest-like part. As you navigate around this nest-like part, it's now coming to the long slope that really, honestly, like it's above Bobbert's head is how tall this slope kind of heads up. Like going up a ramp to the top of a roller coaster.
Bobbert, pick up Finnegan.
Beautiful. Bobbert, here's what I want from you, Bobbert. Give me an athletics check real quick, please.
While he's doing this, Finnegan's been doing it and whimpering, just and he's trying to get it to the top and not hurt anybody.
13.
Excellent. 13, beautiful. You're able to lift Finnegan. As you're lifting Finnegan, I will say with a 13, Finnegan, you're able to make this check, but Dory, you probably won't be able to help because a 13 will not
no,
be able to
I
do
will
it.
help by flying.
Oh, there you go. How do you fly? What does it look like when you fly?
take off my coat and like little spectral wings, kind of red spectral wings pop out, and they don't move while I fly. They're just there for visual effect as I fly up.
Excellent. As you fly on up, give me another dexterity check, Finnegan, with advantage.
Oh, okay. Gotta be real steady on this one. Another 16 or same exact results. 16 and 9.
16 and 9. 16 is enough to get you right up to the top. As you get it right up to the top, it is a not quite a straight drop down. And as you come down here, the DC goes a little bit higher as you bring this down. This is going to be the last check for you.
Okay.
I will go ahead and get one more check with advantage.
Okay. Does anyone else want to take over? Or do you want me to go ahead?
You seem to be doing fine.
ahead.
Bobber's helping you. Dory's helping you.
All right.
I'm a little indisposed.
He's just gonna hold it in place for a second. Just
Scratch behind the ear for good luck.
yeah. That's the spot. Okay. I gotta focus.
Oh, can I give a bardic inspiration before that roll happens?
Ooh.
Absolutely. What do you say or do to bardically inspire Finnegan here?
I do the bridge pose in yoga. And then
I look over.
snap my fingers at you, and that's a
Wait,
bardic.
you do the bridge pose and
I'm
That's how
really,
at
flexible.
the same time?
my
That's
core strength is fantastic.
and not just
Inspiring.
fantastic, amazing, very inspiring,
Yeah.
very inspiring.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a
Finnegan's
roll with advantage.
Impressive.
Yeah.
All right, you're a good boy, Finnegan. You can do this. And he's going to drag it along the thing as best he can without hitting anything.
Bardic is a D8 if you want to use it for
Is a
this.
D8?
Nice.
Nice. Another 16. If it's another 9, I'm gonna be.
I think this might be
Hey, 21.
21.
I'll roll the thing somewhere.
Yeah, roll a d8, bottom left. Yeah.
Bottom left. Actually, don't know where.
Click on the
right
little
here.
red
Yep,
ball.
yep.
Yeah.
I never roll like, yeah. D8 you
Manually.
said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Coming right up.
A 21 as you guide this thing
Plus 5.
down.
26.
26. You're able to, you kind of judge the angle of it. It's not a straight drop, but you kind of just fling it. And as you fling it, it just goes, whew, nothing but net. It hits
Perfect.
the ground. And as it hits the ground, it lands and these straps unlatch. And behind you, Billingham, portcullis opens.
Ooh. Oh, thank you all for the help there. I didn't know if I could do it on my own. Bloody difficult. Thank you for the
Put down
inspiration.
now? Robert, put down now?
Oh, yes, please.
How's
Gonna be on
Billy
the drug.
looking?
A little crispy.
Oh.
Surprisingly spry. He'll stand up really quickly. Oh, there's a right burst of energy seems to have coursed through me.
Put a pep in your step, huh?
Should healing be a thing that happens?
Oh, don't worry about me, darling. I've been fine.
Billingham can take a real hit as I smack him on the back really hard and do lay on hands
There you go.
Oh,
for 5
nice,
points.
Nice.
I have a little trick up my sleeve, you see, but don't want to let Lord Diego know yet.
Taps his nose, his snoot. It's probably out here, actually.
Excellent. As you tap your snoot, the portcullis into the next room is open. From
All
from
above
here,
her.
Excellent.
I love it.
You slap everyone on top of you, Bobbert, and you start to shimmy down this hallway. As you shimmy down this hallway, it leads into a room that is filled with light. The floor seems to match the ceiling, seems to match the walls, and the angles seem to be odd. As you step on in, Bobbert, to the right of you, another individual carrying a bunch of people steps beside you, and you turn and there's a mirror. And as you look around, you enter a mirror maze. As you enter this mirror maze, you can see reflected versions of yourself waving at you. As they wave at you, seems to be like 3 of them dotted around, including you. I hand it over to you guys as you see 3 reflections of yourselves dotted around these angled bits of glass.
Allow me to investigate.
Mhm.
Pull out some little spectacles.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and
I'm gonna-
investigate for me.
Yeah. Come on. 15.
15. As you glance around and investigate, there is a slight dissonance in the movement that you guys make and your reflections make. With a 15, you barely notice it, but those reflections move just a fraction of a second slower than they should.
There is a slight delay to our reflections. Your ears. All right, let's go then.
Robert will look to mirror and press the digitate to soil mirror.
Excellent. As you press to digitate to soil the mirror, you feel as you copy your own movements, you feel a splash of like dirt and dust on your own face, and
That was dirt.
one of your mirrored images cops the same. The others mimic the movement but don't have the soiling on them. As you hit it, beautiful. As you hit it, it disappears with that prestidigitation, and you will watch as one of your reflections also disappears here.
Ooh. Oh, clever. Well, I should give it a try. And I pull out a flask and I uncork it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to aim it at the reflection, and I'm going to use my decanter of endless water to I'm gonna go splash because I don't want that much water, just like a little spritz.
Just like the old flower trick.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Beautiful. You spritz a bit of water at the reflection there. As you spritz a bit of water at the reflection, it hits the glass and just splashes down there as these two reflections do the same. Of you do the same.
Okay. Does it end up splashing me in return?
It kind of hits the mirror, splashes down, and pulls around your ankles.
Oh, okay. Well, a wet dog isn't the worst of our worries. Does anybody else have any clever tricks to get past these mirrors?
Oh, people hate me when I play this. I always come in, I always smash all the mirrors, and then the exit is really easy. As I take one of my daggers and just kind of hit one of the mirrors.
Go ahead, make an attack roll for me, please.
Of course I can. That is an 11.
An 11. Beautiful. Here's what happens. You hit the mirror. As you hit the mirror, there is a kind of grabbing of your hand there. As you look down, you've reached out and grabbed your own hand through the mirror, and the hand itself seems to have almost a blue-like tinge to it as it passes through the mirror. As it passes through the mirror, I'm going to need everyone to roll a real quick initiative, please.
We've gone and done it now.
Naughty.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Beautiful. Shout them out when you get them. Dory?
22.
22, thank you.
24.
24
I
for
got a natural
Finnegan.
20, the most useless natural 20.
16 for Billingham.
16 for Billingham, not too bad.
15.
12.
15 for Bobbert.
Hmm.
And a 12 for our good friend Annie. Excellent. And sounds about right to me. Beautiful. Excellent. That is going to bring us to the top of the round. As you kind of go in there, Dory, you feel this clawed hand grab around your wrist, and as it grabs around your wrist for a second, your reflection seems to shimmer, and it seems to kind of melt a little bit, and then readjust. There are only 2 reflections of each of you left, and at the start of the round, Finnegan, with Dory on deck, what would you like to do?
I want to try to release Dory from their current binding. They're grappled at the moment.
Yeah, they are not grappled. No, that's just flavor there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the hand's exposed. Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to try to using a bonus action, cast the Shillelagh cantrip to reinforce my Shillelagh. And I want to try and come down and smack the hand away from my newfound friend.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me an attack. Let me get that out the way. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, please. Oh, well.
A natural 20 again.
A natural 20. Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Go ahead and give me your damage, please.
2d10. Let's go. Well, one on one of them, so only 13.
13. Okay, beautiful. 13. You watch as one of each of your reflections disappear as well, and you now only have one reflection of each of you left in these mirrors. But as a result of that, as you attacked, does a natural 20. What are the chances?
This is amazing. I love it.
Your reflection, your singular reflection, one singular reflection, swings out at you on your turn, and you take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of bludgeoning damage there, Finnegan.
Fair.
You get rid of one. The last one hits you. As it hits you, anything else you want to do?
I still have an attack action.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to instead use my second attack to grapple? Trying this creature that attacked me through the mirror?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me, and I'm going to oppose it with a dex saving throw from this creature. That is obviously cocked, and then a horrible throw.
Ooh, it's only a 12.
Okay. So with the 12, you grab onto this creature. You're able to pull it out, and as you pull it out, it looks like you before it pulls through the mirror, and it is blue with like yellow eyes, no face. You see this doppelganger pulled through the mirror, and then it yanks itself back in.
Yelp, step away, and just that's not what I expected to come through that mirror. And that's all he's going to do.
Excellent. Dog barking at the mirror there. That's going to bring us down to Dory. What would you like to do?
So just to make sure I'm being held by my own reflection, and there's
your own reflection has like your wrist in its hand, but it is not grappling.
I'm going to look at them and just shouldn't have done that, and I'm trying to get as many people as possible. I'm going to do a cone breath weapon attack. At this person and everyone behind them.
Excellent. Go for it.
It's a dex save of 14.
So you blow at the mirror here. Your ice hits this bit of glass as you're grabbing onto the creature, and it shatters and kind of freezes the ice. As the ice shatters, there's another like corridor of mirrors around the back there, but you do not hit the doppelgangers.
Interesting. Okay. I'm then going to use my next attack action. I'm like, just destroy the mirrors. That's what I always say. And I'm going to throw my dagger at another mirror.
So you unfortunately used your magic action, which is your whole action.
Sorry. I thought my breath weapon uses one of my attacks.
Does it? Maybe it does. When you take the attack action, you're right. Yeah, you can replace one of your attacks. Good looking out. Mm-hmm. Make another. You're just attacking plain old mirrors.
Well, I'm aiming at the other reflection.
Okay, beautiful.
Of me.
Go ahead and give me another attack roll, please.
That's a 12.
A 12 will miss, unfortunately. Scrapes across the glass there. Does kind of crack that bit of glass and kind of shatters the image there. You've taken out 2 mirrors, which is not too shabby.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Beautiful. That is going to... Exactly. That is going to bring us down. That is going to be... does a 14 hit you, Dory?
No.
Beautiful. And a 12 doesn't hit you. Excellent. As yours lashes out at you at the same time, we come down to Billingham. I almost called you Beelzebub. Billingham, what would you like to do?
That would be a good twist, wouldn't it? No, he's just gonna. You'll see. He will, for the first time, you'll hear a bunch of cracks from his back as he will stand up completely straight to 6 foot tall. Let's see how you handle this one, then. And he's going to cast a 2nd level magic missile at the target,
Nice. Excellent.
which will do 12 damage.
Excellent.
At 2nd level.
As you throw this out there, it flies out, and as it flies out, yeah, that'll do it. You watch as your magic missile flies out and shatters another couple of mirrors. As it shatters the mirrors, it strikes yours straight in the chest as it goes to do the same, and all the mirrors kind of go and shatter, and glass rains down. And that very, very short initiative, thanks to some well-placed hits and some good prestidigitation from Bobbert, these illusions and these doppelgangers are deleted, and we come back to our room. Glass on the ground, the patterns kind of mirrored everywhere, and as glass kind of is all over the ground here, you see the portcullis at the other end raise.
Annie is like reaching under and behind their cloak to like pull something out, and then all the mirrors are gone, and they kind of just and like brush off their shoulders, and they're like, okay.
We all did our part. As he's going to crack his neck and then lower back down to 5'5" slowly. Get back into walking mode.
Just breaking all the mirrors. I guess that works.
You're quite smart, Dory.
Billingham? Annie?
Off we pop.
Dory?
Finnegan will resituate his suit and everything, and just manners maketh man. And he's going to piece himself back together and walk with the group. What do you think's going to be in the next room? Hopefully no more mirrors.
Well, I don't know. There was a rather handsome chap in those mirrors, actually.
Oh.
Thank you.
Right.
Very clever. Well, best be going on then. You said the next room was open? Sorry, I cut out for just a second. I had to refresh things.
That's right, yeah. The portcullis is open, and you guys are making your way down the corridor there.
All right, perfect.
Stepping on broken glass.
Oh, yeah.
A crunch of broken glass there.
Stepping on.
How do you like us now, Diego?
You hear down the end of the corridor.
You're doing fantastic.
Anything anyone wants to do as they head towards the next room? Or
Ooh,
Yeah,
I would like to cast another spell quickly. I would just like to use Arcane Vigor as a bonus action, so I can use some unexpended hit die to heal myself.
Yeah. What does that look like, your Arcane Vigor?
While he's pointing backwards, saying onward to bob it over his shoulder, he's got another hand open with his spell book, and he's kind of squinting, staring at it. Vitae Maximum, as he'll just begin to glow with energy, and the chars from the lightning will disappear.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and roll your hit die there.
So I get 2 hit die.
Yes, indeed.
And Billingham does have a +4 Constitution. So he heals for 14 health and goes back to max.
Nice. Excellent.
Dory is going to
Dory.
use their magical cunning to recover 1 expended spell slot.
Nice. Very nice. As you march down the hallway, all being kind of carried by Bobbert,
I'm gonna
you can hear.
I'm gonna jump so that I can get past the broken glass without.
Nice. Excellent. As you jump over the broken glass, you make it to the end that leads into the next room. You hear carnival music and a more traditional kind of carnival vibe. You see in front of you, as you kind of step into this tent, there's a portcullis to the left there, but in front of you is 5 stations with these kind of artificer-like turrets, I guess you could say. And at the very, very end, what looks to be around about 50 Where are we? Around about 50 feet away from you, there are these kind of holes in the wall there. The holes in the wall seem to have this jagged, almost a rocky-like structure to them. And they're just like, kind of 5 like rocky mouths that are just open there on the wall with these turrets. You look to the left, and as you look to the left, you see the portcullis, and through the portcullis, you see an office space, a large office space with Lord Diego just sitting there, kind of doing some paperwork and looking over your stuff. He just kind of looks up and gives you a wave, and kind of goes back to what he was doing.
Okay.
I count very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
First try.
the people, and I go, okay, and I'm gonna go over the first one and set Billingham down. Second one, Dory. Third one, and he can hop off. Fourth one for Finnegan, and I'll take the 5th.
Beautiful. You take the 5th there. As you all sit down, these strange turret-like devices seem to have some sort of tubes leading up into them. And as soon as you sit on the chairs, they sink a little bit, and you just hear and these pumps start to pump whatever is feeding into these tubes into the turret. The turret starts to squirt out a red crimson liquid that kind of starts a little flaccid at first, and then starts to kind of really fire off in the direction of these mouths. As it fires off in the direction of these mouths, we are going to roll an initiative for the order of you guys shooting. Please and thank you.
18.
My initiative
18. Beautiful.
23.
15.
23 for
Finnegan.
beautiful.
8.
8,
14
beautiful.
for Dory.
14, excellent. And what did you get again there, Billingham?
15.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, at the very beginning of the round here, Finnegan, Bobbert, Billingham, Dory, and then Annie. At the very start of the round here, as you're aiming this turret, I would like to know what skill you will be using. Short of using a dexterity check plus your proficiency, is there anything you'd like to do as you try to buff yourself for this? Otherwise, it's a dexterity with your proficiency.
I mean, I'm really good with my dexterity, but is it possible that I may pump my cantrip, my Eldritch Blast, into this to use my charisma instead, just for funsies?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's call this an Eldritch Blast attack, if you wish to do that. Yeah.
I'll do that.
As you infuse this this crimson liquid with the power of your patron. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
My patron. That is a natural 4 plus 7. Not very good.
Beautiful, beautiful. Give me the second Eldritch Blast, please.
Sure. I hope it's better than the last one. It's a lot better. 26.
Beautiful. 26 is going to be one strike. As you strike it in the center there, that first one that missed, you watch as something bursts from the wall and comes straight at you 50 feet. Does a 16 hit you?
Technically, with my mage armor, because of my invocation, my armor class is 17, so no.
Beautiful. As this tendril comes at you, your mage armor slaps it away, and you hit with the second hit there. Excellent. One strike in that one there. That's going to bring us down to Bobbert. What would you like to do?
Well, as my flaccid stream starts to become a little bit better, I would like to maybe try and do a big arc and make it more like a performance art.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take that. Go ahead and give me a performance, please, as you try and, Jackson Pollock it.
So 27.
27. Beautiful. You're able to kind of flick the liquid so that it kind of spills like right into the center of this thing, and you watch as the maw closes and then opens up again, satiated. One attempt and one success, as opposed to Finnegan's 2 attempts, 1 success, 1 failure. Is there anything else you'd like to do? No.
Mm-mm.
Beautiful. Excellent. That is going to bring us down to you, Billingham.
I'm going to attempt to use the elementalism cantrip to see if I can try and make it a more precise beam with the fluid.
A precise beam. Beautiful. I'm going to give you 2 options here. You can make a spell attack or an arcana check.
I'll go with arcana as I have expertise in that.
Give me your arcana check.
25.
Beautiful. Weaving the weak stream as it kind of you kind of manage to water bend it, and as you do, it kind of curls into. If anyone's ever watched Piccolo's special beam cannon, it's like one stream with like a curl around it, and it hits the center of this creature. Swallows it all up there. Anything else you want to do, Billingham?
Just look at the others and give them a smirk, a grin.
Dory, that's going to bring us to you.
Dory is going to perform a selfless act, is going to cast Fairy Fire to kind of highlight the opening for everyone else. And I don't know if I can also make an attempt, but that's what I would like to do.
So they are side by side. They are large creatures. So with your fairy fire, which is 20-foot square,
20-foot
I believe,
cube,
20-foot cube, you will be able to hit 2 of them, and it's up to you whose 2 you go for.
Sure, I'll do. I'll do. Actually,
if you center the cube right, I'll say you can get 3 if you go diagonal to diagonal rather than.
All right, let's not do the 2 with expertise, or let's do Dory, Zoe, and Finnegan.
Okay, Dory, Zoe, and Finnegan. Excellent. Dory, that is that's a dex save. That's a 7 for the one in front of you. So Dory, advantage on your checks. That is an 11 for the one in front of Annie, I believe you said.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So advantage on your checks.
Sorry.
And that is a 15, which I think is a fail as well, Dory. Is that correct?
Yes, spell save is
Beautiful.
16. Yeah.
So all 3 are lit up, and all 3 of you have advantage on your checks there without adding anything else on. Great stuff, Dory. Is there anything else you want to do?
If I can attempt just with my dexterity.
I will say that you have done that as your action, unless you have a bonus action that lets you do some funky cold Medina. You're welcome to try. What do we got here?
I don't have any good bonus actions in this case, so
okay, so you're going to be hanging back just a little bit this round. But great, perfect. That is going to bring us down to you, Annie.
Yay! Annie does not say that. Annie feels like they are so in their element, and they're gonna try and make this as performative as possible, perhaps taking a little cue from Bobert, and they're gonna do like a flourish, and they're not quite in their chair yet. They're gonna like bend backwards and then bend forwards and do like a flip into the chair to then take a hold of the gun turret and
excellent
do a performance check.
Beautiful. Go ahead and give me performance with advantage.
So if my performance already has advantage, I'm assuming that doesn't stack with the fairy fire. Okay.
It does not, unfortunately.
My D&D Beyond's been acting really weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll this over here. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay. 24.
Beautiful.
But that's just one roll.
Whoop.
Waiting for it.
Regardless, it is a success.
Oh,
regardless, it is a success. Beautiful. Regardless, it is a success as you squirt this liquid into the creature that goes nom 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 nom. Point of order, Dory, you did not attack yours, but I don't think a 15 hits you.
15 does not hit me.
Beautiful, beautiful. As we come back to the top of the round, Finn with 1, Finnegan with 1, Bobbert with 1, Billingham with 1, Annie with 1. We come to the top of the round. Finnegan, background to you.
Okay. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about my Eldritch Blasty attempt.
Yeah.
But I also now have advantage because of the Fairy Fire, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeedy.
I will, with even more gusto, kind of look over and just give a nod to Dory for that amazing helping hand, and I will blast away.
Beautiful.
Here we go. The first one's good, probably guaranteed to hit. Is 2 19s, 26 to hit on the first one.
26 definitely hits. The first one, straight in the gullet of this creature. The second one.
Second one will be a 22 or a 24.
Beautiful. A second hit. As you hit this creature twice, you hear beside you the portcullis open for you there. You can use your movement and get in there if you wish. It's up to you.
He's gonna stay behind for the moment and just kind of hands up, just kind of reveling in it, and just say, "Every dog has his day." That's where I'll end my turn.
Beautiful. That portcullis then kind of shuts back down again. That is going to bring us down to you, Bobbert. What would you like to do?
So Bobbert, seeing Annie, stops, claps at the performance. Oh, go! Oh shit! Goes back, jumps back over to grab the control again, and would like to use maybe athletics to try and swing it back into position.
Beautiful. Swing it back into position with athletics there.
19.
19. 19 does not do it as you swing it back that way. That's not going to hit. A 9 does not hit you. The tendril whips out to try and grab you. As the tendril whips out to try and grab you, it misses. As it misses, you watch as Lord Diego has kind of stood up, and as the gates shut back down, he goes, oh, and kind of sits back down in his chair. Kind of expected something and then sat back down there. Anything else you want to do, Bobbert?
No, I'm good. I'm
Beautiful.
holding it.
Beautiful. It's going to bring us to Billingham.
Right, you just have to keep the stream turgid, my boy. Oh shit, 18.
18, beautiful. 18 does not work out. That is going to be a 26 to hit you there.
I think that hits.
Beautiful. You are grabbed. And as you are grabbed, you are pulled with your turret towards this creature. It opens its maw and is ready to chomp down on you as it's dragging you towards it. It is dragging you at an incredible speed. Pulls you halfway there, 25 feet towards its mouth.
New friends, please help.
Excellent. Anything else you want to do, Billingham?
Just sweat, panic.
Beautiful. Bonus action sweat. It's going to bring us to you, Dory. What would you like to do?
I see this. I'm just going to. First, I'm going to attempt. Is this considered an attack or an action?
It depends how you want to go about attacking this.
Back in the day, I was great at hustling at darts. It reminds me when I would con people at darts. I don't know if I can use my dart proficiency. It's the same dexterity plus proficiency, but that's what I'm going to think about.
Absolutely, yeah. Dexterity plus proficiency with advantage. And because it is an attack action, you do get 2 of these this turn.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
So, first, this will be a nat 20 for a 26 or 27.
Oh. Beautiful. Excellent. That is counting as 2 hits as you down this thing's throat with the jet there. One more hit and that portcullis is going to raise.
Okay. We shall see. That's gonna miss. Oh, wait, 6 plus 7 is not gonna hit, so.
Not going to hit, unfortunately. It does reach out to try and get you, but a 10 does not hit. So as this tendril comes out past Billingham there, tries to grab onto you, you're absolutely fine. But you have made up for lost time with 2 successes there. Beautiful. Anything else you want to do, Dory?
You know, how long does Billingham have till he's sucked up?
You gather that at the end of his next turn, he will be in the thing's mouth.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Well done, old
sit
chap.
there for a second. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'll
just
handle
watching
that.
in mouth open.
What
and
a
just
good
getting-
friend.
That is going to bring us down to you, Annie.
Annie's looking at the turret in front of them and looking at Billingham and the turret in front of them and looking at Billingham, and then you hear Annie go, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and then reach behind them, pull out what looks like it's like a bunch of metal pieces fused together with like these 2 big grips, and she points it at the creature past Billingham and fires, pulls a trigger
Beautiful.
and fires.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll on your weapon there.
I might have to roll over here because D&D Beyond is
Do
so
not get in that one, please.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 10.
A 10. Beautiful. You feel as this blast comes past you, Billingham, that almost like a rift in time and space has opened up, and you'll watch as as it kind of carves past his head there, his face kind of warps as if he's like borderline spaghettified into it, and then it hits the side of the tent, and
What are you doing to me?
Don't worry, dear. I'll hit the other guy next time. And you hear them like cock the gun.
No!
excellent.
I'm too young to die.
Anything else you want to do, Annie? This is
Can
exactly how this is gonna go.
who's next at initiative? Is it our is it
back up
Finnegan?
top to Finnegan, yeah.
Finnegan. Okay, so Annie's gonna look at Finnegan and go, seriously, I really love that 3-piece suit, and give you a bardic inspiration.
Beautiful. Bardic inspiration for Finnegan as we come back to the top of the round. The portcullis has dropped once more, but you can see that your creature, its tendrils that you now know are kind of wrapped around it, are dropping and sagging. You realize that potentially all you have to do is hit it in the mouth, and the portcullis will open again for your turn.
right.
But there's other things going on. Up to you.
Am I able to do other actions on my turn, like bonus actions or whatever, and then hold
Yeah.
my action?
It depends on what you hold your action for. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What I would like to do is I want to do an action to aim and just tell everybody, when I shoot this thing, everybody go in through that portcullis. Everybody's got to go at the same time, all right? And I'm going to try and get everybody to leave at the same time.
Cool.
I would like to, with my bonus action, could I attempt to Misty Step? I want to Misty Step over to where was it? Who was it that got grabbed by the thing?
Billingham's 25 feet down the alley. Yeah.
Okay, but has it released him, or does it still have him?
Still has him. Yeah.
I want to Misty Step over into that alley if I can. And
you'll be leaving your turret behind.
Right. Can I
Beautiful.
interpose myself in the way of and try and get in the way to block him being dragged?
So you can see that this tendril pulls straight back into the wall. You can bamf the other side of it, but it is going to reel back like a
and
like
hit me.
fishing reel coming back. I will let you can attempt to make some sort of check as it hits you to stop him from being pulled all the way in. But you'd have to end your turn there, which means you wouldn't be at the turrets.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
you can
a
slow
good
him
point.
down
Good
or
point.
do the turret. So it's up to you.
I'm going to, man. Okay, I'll stay on the turret. I feel like that's important. There's other people that could probably help him right now. I'm going to stay on the turret then and just hold my action and try and keep that. So basically, I want to fire it into the thing when everybody's ready to run through.
When everybody's ready to run through. So
Yeah.
essentially, when Billingham is released, you gather.
Yes.
Yeah? Or when
Yes.
everyone's in front of it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. You shout out when you're ready to pull that off.
Okay.
I trust you there. Excellent. That is going to bring us down to you, Bobbert. What would you like to do?
So I feel like we can go through any of these portcullis, or does it feel like we have to go through our own?
So there's the one portcullis that leads to the
There's only
office,
one.
and you're in front of the monsters 50 feet away from you. But just the one that leads to the office. Yeah.
Fantastic. Cloud giant 30 feet over to where
Beautiful.
Billingham is, and
Nice.
try and yank him out of the away from the thing, and be ready to either jump through or throw him through the portcullis, whichever.
Beautiful. Go ahead and make a real quick athletics check for me.
Would this be considered trying to escape a grapple?
This is considered trying to. I'll say so. Yeah, go for it.
27.
You tear him from this creature. If you want to use your movement, 30 feet to get back to where you were, and then it'll just be 10 or 15 feet to get to the portcullis, which Billingham might be able to help you with. We'll see.
You've earned yourself a Withers original.
And as you take that,
I take my bonus action to unwrap and eat the Werther's original.
Beautiful. As you eat the Werther's,
I'm going to turn around and place my back to the thing and Billingham in front of me. So if I get attacked, I would be shielding him.
So are you using your movement to get back to where you were?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You sprint back to where you were with a Werther's in your mouth. As you sprint back to where you were with a Werther's in your mouth, we're going to go ahead and go to break.
This break sponsored by Werther's Original.
Withers Original.
Withers Original.
Oh, yes. Get the brand right. Excellent. We come on back to mid-game as Bobbert kind of bringing Billingham with him, running past his kind of pew and towards the portcullis in order to dive or toss Billingham through when Finnegan fires at it. That will bring us down to Billingham in the arms of your angel.
How far from my angel is his seat? Because his is back at the end of the alley, right?
So he bamfed 25 feet to you, sorry. So he's run back. He's within 10 feet of his seat. He can sit in his seat if he wants. You can jump in his seat if you want. It's up to you. But you're also
Put
within
me in the chair. I'll turgify your stream.
Beautiful. How do you wish to turgify stream?
Elementalism.
Beautiful. We've been told by our producer that one of their dislikes, they are banning the use of flaccid stream on the stream.
Didn't say nothing about turgid.
Didn't say anything about turgid at all. That turgid stream absolutely hits, and I'm going to mark 1 on Bobbitt's successes there. Anything else you want to do there? Bobbitt's one away from the podcast.
I want to climb 10 foot back off and then just clamber back onto Bobbit.
Excellent.
Great
stuff. Beautiful. From the turgid stream, brothers, we come down to Dory.
Dory's gonna make an attempt.
Go for it. Yeah. Anything you want to do before that attempt, or you're happy to?
I'm happy to just roll.
Go for it. 2 attempts, 1 attempt.
1 attempt I have advantage, but this one was 17 plus 7, which is 24.
That was with advantage?
No, I can roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage. That hits, but roll with advantage.
Because
if you crit, same
217, so.
Beautiful. Here's what happens. You strike it. As you strike it, the tendrils go limp on your... I gotta change up the imagery here. As the tendrils, as the a hentai nightmare, the tendrils go limp, and as that happens, the portcullis opens. You've got your movement. I'll say that Bobbert and Wainwright. Wainwright. Your name's the other way around to everyone else's, so I'm Wainwright's there as well in the corner, just like checking it out. But Billingham, Bobbert close by. Dory, what would you like to do? Portcullis is open with that first attack.
I would like to Misty Step
Beautiful.
through the door. And
Excellent.
As part of my Misty Step, I'm going to use Steps of the Fae and get some temporary hit points with Refreshing Step.
Perfect. As you do so, the portcullis will close just in front of Bobbert and Billingham with no movement to get in there as you regain some hit points, Dory. As you land in there, Dory's has been fixed. Finn's has been fixed. Finnegan, rather. That is going to bring us down to Annie. You can see that both Dory and Finnegan's mouths, clown mouths, are still able to be shot. And they're not writhing like the other angry ones are.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Annie will go back to their turret, and well, they're still at the turret. They'll go, rah, rah, that's what I thought. Put their antimatter rifle away, and aim at one of the mouths that's not writhing, as you say.
Beautiful, yeah. Dory's or Finnegan's, absolutely go for it. I believe both have advantage at this point.
It was a performance check before. Can I do that again? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Yay, thank you. Oh, hello. Hello, that's a 28. Please and thank you very much.
28. You hit Dory's from where you are. The portcullis opens again.
Annie was really distracted with having the joy of using their rifle and thinks what they're supposed to do is go through the portcullis. How far away is the portcullis to where Annie is?
It's about 15 feet or so.
Oh, okay. Annie is going to go, smell you later, and run towards the portcullis.
You run on in the portcullis, and it shuts behind you. For those playing at home, because I love pulling the curtain back, our producer Rook has kindly changed Billingham's name to Billingham in all capital letters. Thank you for that passive aggressive move. I appreciate it. Great stuff. Anything else you want to do, Annie, as you step inside this Wonka-esque kind of office? Beautiful. That is going to bring us down. As you step into this Wonka-esque office, Lord Diego kind of stands and says, "We have a winner." And then you step in, Annie, and he goes,
We have. Well, I mean, okay. Slow down. Technically, first one in is the winner. There's only just one more thing for you. If you mind stepping in the corner there, Miss Oakleaf. Finnegan,
Annie points takes their
congratulations.
rifle back out and points it at.
I think we have a winner. Don't
I assure
jump the
you,
line.
You don't want to do that.
No,
and
we
as he
just
says
want to
that-
share. We just
As he says
wanna
that,
share.
he kind of tilts his head. As he tilts his head, you watch as a sigil in the center of the room starts to glow and expand. As it expands, this orb-like creature raises from it, and as it does, 4 eye stalks pop out, and our Lord Diego and a spectator enter the battle here. That is going to be them. We come back to the top of the round with Finnegan. What would you like to do?
Sorry.
They are separated by the portcullis.
I'm going to do what I had promised to do. I'm going to actually use my decanter of endless water instead, opting and hold it and use the geyser to hit it and sustain with the geyser.
Perfect. Here's what I'll say. You hit it and sustain with the geyser. If you leave that behind and you hit your target, that portcullis will stay open. All I need from you is a real quick, it's up to you, athletics or acrobatics with advantage to steady that geyser.
Yeah. Athletics or acrobatics?
Up to you, yeah. You can either
I'll
wedge
use-
it in with dexterity or hold it there.
I'm gonna try and kind of jimmy it in the gun.
Perfect.
The turret.
Perfect. I
and
mean,
I'll
if
do
sleight of hand works better for you, you're welcome to roll that.
Oh, sleight of hand? I definitely would
Yeah.
rather sleight of hand. Can I
Do that. Sleight of hand with advantage, yeah.
Okay. Boom. So that would be either an 18 or a 13. I was given a while ago a inspiration. to use that I've been saving for this attack. So can I use the inspiration?
You need a 2 on the inspiration or higher.
Okay. And it was a D8, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
A 3.
The geyser fires out. You jam it underneath the gun. The gun's now doing like an arc of bloodied water, but the geyser hits yours in the mouth and it goes. As it's doing that, the portcullis opens, and for the rest of this game, the portcullis is open, and you can see the Lord Diego focusing in on Annie with Annie's gun pointed as this spectator, this orb with a single eye and a nasty little mouth, and these little eye stalks coming off it, a mini beholder, are in this battle. That is your action, but you got your movement and your bonus action. What would you like to do?
Bonus action, I'm going to do the Misty Step, bamf from this room over into the other, and just say, sorry for the wait. What in the... And I see this creature.
Well, no. That's a... One winner, only one winner. That is going to bring us down to you, Bobbert, right out front of the gate there.
Billingham through the gate.
I think we've won, Bobbert.
The room, no more. The room itself is about like 30 by 40 or 45 feet. Like a Misty Step will get you anywhere in this room. In the center, a sigil kind of glowing, and this large-looking spectator raising in the center. On the other side, behind his desk, you see Lord Diego.
We finish. All done. And so I'm looking at Diego. I guess we finish. All done. Immortality.
No. Only one. Who is the? I'm losing track. Who?
Not powerful enough for it.
Who was the first person in?
Anything you want to do,
Well,
Robert?
I'm the oldest.
Robert, anything you want to do with your turn?
My manager said, "Get signature," and I'm going to hold out a little paper. That's my
Excellent.
turn.
Beautiful. That's going to bring us down to you, Billingham.
Oh, Bellingham's just going to try and look over his shoulder back at Diego so he can actually see him. I was told I could win immortality, and I've won. So, we good?
No, I beg to differ. Gestures to Dorian says they were the first in, so they are the first.
First
they
into
have
what?
one immortal.
You didn't specify that before. You just said the first one in, and
If you
really,
read the fine print of your papers here, and provided they survive here, that everything's okay. Anything else you want to do?
He's going to look like he's about to start casting a spell. He's going to do minor illusion on his own contract, so that it says first one into this plane of existence, instead of the first one into the tent. And he's just going to try and hold it out, knowing that it's probably not going to work.
Beautiful, beautiful. That is going to bring us down to you, Dory. You can see that this Lord Diego looks a little flustered with everyone in the room, and this huge kind of spectator is now kind of focusing its eye stalks on all of you. Roll a real quick insight check for me, Dory. Free insight check.
Of course, this is a +0 to this roll, so
Great,
that's a
pure
3
instinct.
total.
A 3. He could give you all immortality in the snap of a finger. Perhaps he's holding out because he's a dodgy, carnival kind of operator. Perhaps he really meant it. You're not sure. Like, it's hard to read him right now, but he is not happy that everyone's made it in here.
I'm going to kind of casually walk to it. Hey, if you're not powerful enough to give everyone immortality, you can just say so.
So you walk towards him, and that spectator in the center kind of whips its eye stalks towards you. He's 10 feet behind it.
I have my arms up, not posing any threats.
He looks at you and he says,
I can give immortality. I can only immortalize one person only.
anything you want to hold? Anything you want to get ready for?
I want to, if anything goes down, I want to cast protection from evil and good on myself for aberrations.
Beautiful. That brings us to Annie, who's just had the rifle trained on him there. Annie, what would you like to do?
Annie feels everyone enter the room with them and looks at Diego and just says, are we gonna share or are we gonna do this the hard way?
Anything you want to hold or get ready to do?
She's just gonna shoot him.
Beautiful. Go ahead and give me an attack roll here.
No, it's another 10.
Flies past. You know what it is? As you fire, the gun kicks. When as it kicks, you kind of twist to the side and it goes past Billingham's head again.
Why me?
Listen, one of these days I'm gonna hit. It's not gonna be good for you.
I know, that's why I'm terrified.
That is going to bring us down to our creatures here. First thing that's going to happen is he's going to say,
Yes, stop her.
I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw as one of the eyes swings to you, Annie. Con save.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. That'll be great for me. Hey, 17.
Excellent. You shake off the paralyzing ray as it fires at you. It then whips around. Can I get a... it looks at you, Dory. I need you to go ahead and make a quick wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Wisdom, you say?
Wisdom, that's correct, yeah.
11.
11 fails, but not by much, and you are frightened of the spectator. You cannot come closer to it. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn as you look.
Can
at
I
the
use
thing.
my reaction?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Had held.
Yeah,
For the
absolutely. Yeah,
protection
things
of-
have kicked off. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. So it says if I until the spell ends, one willing creature, that's me. The protection grants several benefits. The target can't be possessed by or gain the charmed or frightened condition from them.
Beautiful. Yeah, so you are frightened. You immediately cast that and you shake the frightened condition immediately. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is its turn, bringing us down to our Lord Diego kind of steps around the table. He holds up your contract, Dorian, says,
I will honor this if everyone else leaves immediately.
and you can see he is holding an action there. Beautiful. He's holding an action there, and he is waiting for everyone else to stand down. But that will bring us back around to you, Finn.
Finnegan is going to actually. I want to. How close is the spectator to Diego?
Spectators 10 feet in front of Diego. Diego is 10 feet behind it, and you guys are 10 to 15 feet in front of it. So it's essentially you guys, spectator, him, and with Dory right up near that spectator.
Okay. So if I were to, it's gonna get weird. Thinking with portals, if I were to Misty Step in between the two of them, and then cast Sleep centered on myself, because it's a 5-foot radius, would I be able to land that and get each of them within that 5-foot radius, 10-foot circle diameter?
No, it would technically hit you and stop just short of both of them if you bamf between them. Yeah, so you need to throw it one way or the other. Is Sleep only 5 foot?
5-foot spells. Radius.
New spells. Yep. Never mind. Yeah. So you'd have to hit one or the other. They've got that.
I will interpose myself regardless. I'm going to Misty Step between the two of them and be in the way and just be like, oh, I think we can talk about this. And I want to, behind myself, cast Sleep on the spectator and try and knock it out.
Very nice, very nice. What do you need from me?
That would be a Wisdom save, DC, I think 15.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Let's get funky here.
Yeah.
Attack roll, saving throw. Beautiful. Here we go. So here's what happens. Wisdom save. That is a 12, 13, 14. And as it rolls a 14, that's a fail, isn't it?
Yes.
You watch as Lord Diego drops what he's concentrating on, and you watch as he spins and weaves fate here, and it rolls a 13 for a 15 as he uses some sort of portent roll. And of course, the Carnival manager has the ability to change rolls here, and it succeeds, but he burns that, and you guys see that as he kind of weaves it. It stays awake there, but great stuff, really good stuff.
So that was my action. And bonus action. I still technically have movement, but I think that's kind of where I want to be, is stay interposed and just
beautiful.
Maybe just be like, I think that maybe if we sit down, we can, reason this out. We all finish your trials and tribulations, and you'd want to value our participation in your games, wouldn't you?
He kind of nervously says,
yes, but I can give you each the best plushies. Only one person can be immortalized. That brings us back around to you, Bobbert.
All right. Bobbert watched the spectator attack a couple of people here. He's not getting a signature on the paper that he thought he was going to get at the end of this. Bonus action, he would like to become large.
Yeah.
And attempt to grapple the spectator.
Perfect. Excellent.
Grab a stalk.
Exactly.
Excellent. Are you wanting to go set DC or contested roll?
However you want to do it.
I love a contested roll. I always love a contested roll. It gives more of a chance for. I hate contested rolls. I got a nat 1.
21.
Tell me how you.
I would like to then take it and it back across where the portcullis is, and and throw it toward the decanter, so that it
Okay.
dislodges the decanter, and then at the same time dodge back into the room.
Beautiful. Couple things. This is going to be one more contested check for you to shove. He will roll with disadvantage. However, if this works, you'll have to make a dex save to jump in before the portcullis closes. So go ahead and make another athletics check for me. I need you to beat at disadvantage a 15. 20. You shove him. As you shove him, he hits the decanter. As the decanter flips over, the portcullis rapidly starts to drop. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Bobbert, as you dive back through.
14.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. You make it through, but your ankle gets caught in the portcullis there. You are going to take 23 points of piercing damage as this thing just hits your calf there.
Could I throw out a suggestion?
Yeah.
I'm still on his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
I would like to use my reaction to cast shield when the portcullis comes down to try and deflect it, to give him just another microsecond to slip in, if you'd allow that.
I will give you a reroll, Bobbert, there.
Okay.
I will cast shield then.
Beautiful.
Which also activates my Abjurer's Ward.
Nice. You might need to use it because, Bobbert, you failed anyway?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You're going to take that damage regardless. But as it carves the back of your calf up, you do make it inside. And that is your turn there. But the spectator is out.
Okay. At that point, how far am I from the Lord Diego?
30 feet. So 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet from the portcullis to his kind of desk there. Yeah.
Okay. So I would have 55 total feet of movement. I don't know how much I would have had to use with the jump spell still active.
You would have had to use about 15 or 20 to get out and push the thing, and then get back in would be about.
All right, I'm just gonna pull out. I've got. It's basically, we'll call it a club, but it's basically like a stick with a mirror ball on the front of it, and I'm just going to turn to Diego and go, "Let's dance."
Excellent. Boney M's Rasputin starts to play, and we kick off. Rook, make it happen if you can. Here you go. As we jump on in, Bobbert, that's going to bring us down to you, Billingham.
All right. How big is the portcullis?
The portcullis is about 10 foot high and about 5 to 6 feet wide.
Okay, so I can't block it up. I was hoping to break line of sight for the spectator.
Right.
But is there curtains or anything?
There are no curtains, but there are there is office accoutrement. There's a plant in the corner. There is not a bureau, like a wardrobe, like a standing wardrobe and things like that. Bookshelf.
I'm going to. I don't think it's going to work. I don't want him opening that portcullis. I'm going to cast Arcane Lock on the portcullis.
Beautiful. It solidifies its kind of place in the ground there. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just going to walk very slowly up to his desk and go, no, come on now. You don't want to be known very publicly from different sources as a conjurer of cheap tricks, do you?
I am not a conjurer of cheap tricks.
Well, then start conjuring.
That's a Lord of the Rings and a Flight of the Conchords reference.
Oh yeah, it's double.
Yeah, great. Love it. Beautiful. You step in front of him there, right in front of the desk. That's going to bring us down to Dory. Spectator out of the way. You've all got enough movement to get in this guy's face.
Actually, I think he's a diviner of cheap tricks, obviously. And I'm going to just... Come on now, surely you're powerful enough to give everyone immortality.
You doing anything else other than that?
Nope. I'm going to Oh, I'm going to Misty Step right to him to say that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the taunting step
Yeah. Excellent.
so he has disadvantage on attacks against creatures other than me.
Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. That is going to bring us down to Annie here.
This is a weird question. Can Annie try and do a persuasion check with her rifle?
So when we get to the end of this round, I will get you all to make a series of rolls together. But you absolutely tell me it will be intimidation if you're using the rifle.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide up next to them, and I'm gonna put the rifle just because I'm so tiny and they're so tall. So I'm just gonna stand right next to them and just point the rifle up
Straight
at them,
up.
like, ooh. Hey,
Beautiful.
why don't you help us out here, friend?
Excellent. Here's what I want. I want an intimidation from you, Annie. I want a persuasion from you, Dory. Billingham, Bobbert, and Finnegan, whatever charisma-based check you wish to make here.
Except for a -1.
That is a dirty 20 for me.
Dirty
for the
20 for you.
intimidation.
That is 14 for persuasion.
11
Okay,
for
beautiful.
intimidation.
Perception.
17.
Okay, so 17. Okay, so we have 20, which is a success, 21, which is a success, 11, which is a failure, 14, which is a failure, a 17. Bobbert. Was that intimidation or was that persuasion?
Persuasion.
Persuasion, beautiful. He kind of stops with the gun under his chin there. He holds his hand out to the spectator that kind of just freezes there. As the spectator freezes, he says,
Well, look, now you've put me in a little bit of a position. How about I immortalize one of you, and then you see if you still want the treatment? May I?
I volunteer.
Excellent.
Yes, I volunteer him too.
Right.
he steps over to what looks like to be a Churchill globe in the corner. As he steps over, he flips it open, and there's like a wrench of some sort. He takes a little disc of gold and kind of sits it in the machine. He looks at you, Dory, kind of clicks his fingers, and as he does, this mask of you settles on top of the coin, and he goes. And then he holds up the coin that has your head on it, and he says,
There, immortalized.
Oh.
Kill him, Annie.
Oh.
What?
I take the coin.
People, coin!
"Go ahead and fire your gun."
Beautiful.
Annie, get your gun. Annie, get your gun.
Oh, the moment Billingham said it, I was told that.
I knew it was a fucking scam.
It's a fucking 13. God.
13's enough. He's got an armor class of 12. He hasn't put his magic on. Go
Let's
ahead
go.
and give me your damage there. He does not have a lot of hit points.
Said they would hit eventually.
So many ones and twos. It's 22
Okay.
necrotic damage.
You hit him. As you hit him in the chest. And as you hit him in the chest, he starts to swirl and he goes, "Ah!" And he's pulled into nothingness. And all that's left is this ting, 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 ting. And the coin with Dory's face on it hits the ground. And Lord Diego is gone. If you know your commoner stat blocks, he's pretty close to that.
No.
Not exactly that, but pretty close to that.
Stop! And Annie just goes, "This fucking carnival is ruining my life," and puts their gun away.
You just shot a black hole through a commoner's chest. That's amazing.
Thank you.
A diviner wizard, so he's not quite a commoner, but yeah, like...
Shall we go and print our faces on the coins for fun then?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like those
Yeah.
machines where you turn the crank, you know?
I love it.
Sure. This isn't exactly how I pictured my evening going, but
I mean, wait, maybe we could run this tent and pull this same scam.
Well, I need to find real immortality before I'm out of my prime.
True.
In the meantime, I'm standing there with this club with the mirror ball, and it starts sending off lights, dancing lights come out of there, and it's making these sounds. Victory dance party.
There lived a
All of
certain
life,
man
all of life.
in Russia long ago.
Shot a
You
black
know
hole
what?
through his chest. I think that's how the song goes.
As you guys sit here in the tent, why don't we leave our session there, and you can all catch the epilogue on the Discord as these guys take over, maybe
A
take
disco
over the
dance party.
tent, maybe take over the
Mhm.
world, maybe cash in these coins for that big Tarask plushie that seems a little too realistic. I hand it back to you, Chuckles, as we all dance to Boney M's Rasputin.
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jacob, for running. Thank you, for everybody, for playing. Thank all of you that went along on this journey with us. From wherever we started to guns blowing away a commoner and then having a dance party over what would have been their corpse. It's been fantastic. Thank you, Rook, for complaining about whatever was being flaccid. Thank you to Violet for running the chat. And now let's tell you where we can find these folks. Wainwright, where can we find you?
You can find me on Roll20 as Wainwright's Works, or look for me on Discord as well. I do professional DMing, running games 5 times a week. Or you might find me on some streams here.
There? How would you have fixed what just happened?
How would I have fixed what just happened? 5 people got scammed, and someone got the righteous comeuppance.
Perfect. It was perfect. MJ.
Hi, you can find me over on Alter's Den Adventures, twitch.tv/Alter's Den Adventures. Obviously, I come here every once in a while and do a stream with you guys, and that's a lot of fun. You can also find me on various socials. You can find my own channel, Anonymous MJ. The O's are zeros, but it has all my links to like social media and everything else there right on, I think, both Twitch channels. So you should be able to find me at either or.
O's or zeros. We got it. That's the way. That's the way. Jacob.
Yeah, you can find me. Where can you find me? You can find me at Theater of the Mind Flayer. That's theater with an R-E, as it should be spelled. You can find us. We have a D&D stream goes up every week, and we have podcast stuff and things like that. And I'm on socials, Jacob Ryan Mation.
Hey, excellent, excellent. Zoe, get your gun. Where can we find you?
You can find me guns ablazing here on Twitch at Zoe_Monroe, where we do every once in a while we do play Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and we do shoot all the morally corrupt people.
Shoot
join us.
everything.
Looks like
Yeah,
we're doing a Western one shot next time.
Oh my God, please.
Yo.
On it.
Bye.
You can find me at Violent Fire on Instagram, or in person at ATLRPG events around Atlanta.
Fantastic, fantastic. Always a good time at those events around Atlanta. ATL RPG. That is an excellent group. I am Chuckles. I sometimes make my way out to those events as well. I sometimes go and get dressed up in costumes in a castle and act like it's a Ren Fair. Next weekend, by the way, Castle Fair. For any of you there, stop by, say hi. I will be in London soon. I will be in, this year I'm going to be in Tokyo. I'm going to be in Vancouver at some point. Follow me, Chuckles, anywhere. Catch me somewhere around the world. And one last thing before we exit, we happen to have a birthday in the stream. Technically not tonight, but this week. It's close enough anyway. MJ, everybody say happy birthday, MJ!
Oh!
Happy
Yeah,
birthday!
Merry
I
Birthmas.
hate it.
As we say in Zemnian, happy Geburtstag.
Ah.
Well, once again, thank you everybody for joining us on this ride. Come over to the Discord. There will be a fantastic epilogue so you can find out what happened after. And in the meantime, remember to tell everyone that you care about that you love them. And remember, hit points are not required to help out a good cause. Good night, everybody.
Good night.